Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. According to Fox News, Trump accuses FBI of using pile of garbage dossier to go after campaign. President Trump on Tuesday blasted the so-called dossier, which was compiled during the 2016 campaign and contained salacious allegations against him, as a pile of garbage, and accused the FBI of relying on it to go after his campaign. The president weighed in on Twitter in response to a Washington Times report that was discussed on Fox and Friends. Wow, at Fox and Friends dossier is bogus. Clinton campaign DNC funded dossier. FBI cannot, after all this time, verify claims in dossier of Russia-Trump collusion. FBI tainted. And they used this crooked Hillary pile of garbage as a basis for going after the Trump campaign, he wrote. And I tend to agree with Trump. They use this fake dossier, which FBI informant, the paid FBI guy that used to work for British intelligence, came up with this dossier, which he couldn't verify. No one could verify this nasty dossier that they said Trump did stuff to women in hotel rooms and stuff like that, and they couldn't verify any of it. But the FBI used it to get used it as a basis to spy on the Trump campaign, basically. Back to the report. The Washington Times reported that the FBI, while not repudiating the dossier, has acknowledged the central charges are unsubstantiated. Congressional Republicans have been investigating how much federal investigators relied on the dossier, and specifically whether they used it to justify a surveillance warrant against ex-Trump advisor Carter Page. Former British spy Christopher Steele, that's the guy I was talking about, compiled the documents after being hired by Fusion GPS, an opposition research firm. They got funding from the Hillary campaign and the Democratic National Committee. And I like to add that Republicans like John McCain, he was one of the main people behind this this dossier too. Remember, he flouted the dossier and talked about how someone from the FBI gave it to him, and he was hitting hard on it for a while until it came up that the dossier was all faked, and then you didn't hear anything else from McCain about the dossier, which I think is pretty funny. Fox News reported last week that during a closed-door session with the House Intelligence Committee, FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe stood by the document's credibility, but when pressed to identify what in the salacious document the Bureau had corroborated, cited only the fact that Page had traveled to Moscow. Beyond that, investigators said McCabe could not even say that the Bureau had verified the dossier allegations about the specific meeting Page supposedly held in Moscow. So the only proof that they have that this dossier was had been verified was that the guy that gave them the dossier went to Moscow and met with somebody. That's the verification. So all you got to do is go to Russia and meet with someone, and you can verify any Word document, I guess, is what they're basically saying. Because it was basically a Word document. It was made in Word. They didn't even convert it to a PDF, and they printed it out and said, this is the dossier. Sick. Trump also has stepped up his criticism of McCain in recent days. In tweets posted over the weekend from his holiday retreat in Mar-a-Lago, responding to a Washington Post report that McCabe plans to retire early next year, he wrote, FBI Director Andrew McCabe is racing the clock to retire with full benefits in 90 days to go. I think that's pretty funny. A lot of people was talking about they hope that Trump fired him on day 89, so he can't reap in any of his benefits, his retirement benefits, which is pretty funny. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think the FBI used this fake dossier to spy on the Trump campaign? Please let me know what you think. Subscribe and comment as you see fit. And please check out DEMOCREPUBLIX for the latest in news. Until next time.